Always fun to chat with folks from the next company that is joining us on the program. They're always doing some real cool, cutting-edge things and make our lives easier, more convenient, more fun, if you will, as our next guest is doing. Advanced Micro Devices is a leading global provider of innovative processing solutions in the computing, graphics, and, of course, consumer electronics markets. The Director of Consumer Marketing for AMD is Aaron Feen. Aaron, hey there. Welcome into Tomorrow.
Hey, thanks, Dave. It's been a pleasure to be here.
We're delighted to have you with us because there's some cool things that you guys are talking about here at CES and doing some neat things. For example, AMD Live, there's that whole solution gaining mind share in the consumer market and getting a lot more attention.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, what we find is the number one question consumers have as they go into the store these days is no longer about the performance of a PC, but really about which of these products is going to help me get more out of my photos, my music, and my movies.
Exactly. We know that the PC is going to do its job, but now how do we enhance our lifestyle by using it?
Exactly. And so to really help solve that problem for consumers, we've introduced the AMD Live PC. Today we're introducing the AMD Live Notebook PC. And really the benefit of that is that it's a PC platform that they can rest assured is a great multimedia platform, and it's backed up by a variety of free applications and services, all available at amdlive.com to help them get more out of it. Good example is the ability to automatically back up your PC for free to a secure online storage. The ability to more easily set up your network so that your spouse no longer has to call you asking for help to get something running. Just a variety of great applications.
I mean, just right out of the box, the idea of backing things up off-premise, so that we don't have to worry should catastrophe strike or otherwise, whether it's mechanical or who knows, weather-related, any case, we have our data backed up. And you guys are just helping us, apparently a real simple step to make that happen.
Absolutely. And the response has been overwhelming. Consistently, AMD Live desktop PCs have been in the top 10 best-selling PCs week after week in U.S. retail, so we're real excited about that.
Oh, as well you should be. Home cinema, that's part of AMD Live that's getting a lot of attention here at CES. What can you tell our audience about that?
Absolutely. That's a brand new product, and many of your listeners are probably going out and purchasing their first flat panel TV. And what they find is all those other devices that used to be around the PC no longer really make sense. There's a lot of clutter around the TV because of all these other boxes, and there's a lot of complexity because of the number of remote controls they need.
Yeah.
And so what we've done is really integrated all those capabilities into an all-in-one home theater device. So all their audio capabilities, 5.1 or 7.1 surround are in there, all their video capabilities like DVR, DVD, set-top box, as well as all their PC capabilities so they can play all the media they know and love on their PC.
So things that we're very familiar with already, you make it easier, and adding these other elements, especially because we do all collect so much other content. It used to maybe just be our favorite music list, but now we're adding all the digital photos that we've taken in the thousands in many cases,
yep.
And of course videos, and it's so hard to get all these together. Well, the AMD Live home media server is helping to solve that problem as well. You're demonstrating that here at CES.
We have announced and demonstrated that. We've been working really closely with HP and Microsoft to pull this together. And basically, as you said, consumers are getting more and more media in their home, and they're recognizing that it'd be a shame if they lost all their precious digital memories because of a hard drive crash or some other catastrophe. And so we've worked with these other companies to bring together a solution that not only can back up all these things, but do it automatically so you don't have to think about it, and also stream content faster. So if you want to bring them up in another TV in the house, it can stream those videos across the home.
So you're helping us get it from one room to another without us having to jump through major hoops.
That's really what it's all about.
And where do you find that most people are going to be using the system, the AMD Live home media server? Do you think it's really going to be a whole lot of combination of these things we talked about? Or do you kind of see in your initial marketing that folks are going to say, you know, it's really mostly about video. I just want to have my own DVD collection in there or something? Or
what we really find is there's different kinds of consumers who have different needs, and that's why we're bringing out a variety of different products to uniquely meet each of those different needs.
And you're doing it. For example, AMD Live Notebook PC and Entertainment Suite, we talk about that. How does that differentiate, for example, from competitors that are doing maybe similar things, not getting them done quite as well, but how do you draw some comparisons to those kinds of products?
Well, we're real excited about the efforts of the entire industry here because we recognize it's going to take all of us working in cooperation to bring this together for the consumer. Where I think AMD Live is a little bit different is we recognize that the average American today is watching, believe it or not, 60 to 70 days worth of TV.
Whoa.
And we recognize that the internet, while it's a great thing, is not ready to completely replace your cable or satellite or broadcast TV. And so we're working to enhance, not replace, your existing sources of TV? How do we, AMD, make your TV experience more interactive, more personalized, maybe even help you create your own program and broadcast it to your friends over the internet and help them get it to their TV?
Oh, sounds like perhaps yet another feature of AMD Live that is popping into reality here, the ability for us to produce our own thing?
That's a direction we're heading, and we're working with a company called Podshow, for example, to help make that happen.
Very cool. The whole idea of AMD working with consumer electronics manufacturers is not a new one. You guys have spent years saying, let us help you. Ultimately, let's help the consumer to make their lives easier. What are some of the things that stand out in what your group has been doing with consumer electronics that you just figured, man, am I so glad we've done this, and where we're headed into tomorrow even?
To me, it's a combination of two things. It's all the great applications and services we've made available at amdlive.com to make all this happen more easily for consumers. And then second, we've really extended an olive branch to the consumer electronics industry and said, hey, let's work together on solving these problems. And that's what AMD Live is all about.
And what's cool is that you're doing it, people think in terms of, wow, you make great processors. Yeah, but there's a whole lot more to that when you look at the AMD Live end of things and how you're helping us as consumers truly enjoy our experiences a whole lot better. I like it. The next step seems to be just think about it, not even have to click a mouse. But that's probably a little further off, not in our lifetime maybe, but who knows? AMD processors will be embedded one day. And we'll just think, and things will happen. I'm loving that. Director of Consumer Marketing for AMD, Aaron Feen, I can see where there's all sorts, it's actually digital media that you are most heavily involved in, apparently. All these things that we're talking about. So what has you most pumped about the whole business, this whole industry as we head into tomorrow?
To me, it's really about turning the TV from a relaxation experience, which it is today, into a slightly more interactive and richer, more personalized experience. So if there's a show I really want to get into and learn more about what's going behind the scenes and have a much richer, deeper experience, we'll enable you to do that all while still sitting on the couch, kicking back with your remote control. That's
a great point, Aaron. It's more about escaping from reality in many cases as opposed to just kind of hanging out. And I love that concept. That's very cool. AMD.com for more information. And, of course, you want to check out AMD Live as well. All the things that Aaron talked about and then some. We appreciate you spending a few minutes with us at a very busy CES. I know you guys are getting a lot of appropriate attention.
Thank you, Dave. It's been a pleasure.